Hey everybody, this is Ted Check, recovering reporter. This guy right here, MC Armstrong, he is, and he wasn't known to me previously, but apparently he's a very accomplished author. He's written far more books than I have, I believe, and been published in a lot of different magazines and websites and everything. So he's a successful writer. MC Armstrong just committed career suicide. At least that's how he puts it. He wrote a long Twitter post recently. He addressed it to the Democrats, and he opens with, "This is my career suicide note," but it's also a thank you from someone who is done with careerism. Now, right there, I'm not sure what he means by that. That he's done having a career, or because he is, in addition to being an author, he is and yeah, sure, he could be canceled, but is that going to prevent people from buying his book? Probably. His books, future books, probably not. Um, you do the right marketing, and in theory, you can get people to buy your books. I don't know if that means that it's gonna. He thinks it might end his career as a lecturer. He does lecture at a college, so maybe he thinks that that's what's going to happen. So is that what he means by careerism? I'm not sure. But anyway, he continues, "I'm a lifelong member of your party, and I'm voting for Donald Trump. Why? It's not just your industrial-scale censorship or your endless wars." It's something that I've gone on about. It's a censorship thing. I just did a video about that. Or your endless wars, or the fact that you disenfranchised millions of Kennedy voters through lawfare. If that were all I had, it would be sufficient in terms of conscience and rage. Both. But there's more to this story than anger. Your hatred and censorship has taught me to admire real Donald Trump and to love my fellow working-class Americans. For that, I thank you. Now, he goes on for a couple more paragraphs. I'm not going to read those. I'll let you do that. This is at thegatewaypundit.com. He also did post on X, on the X platform, so you can find it there as well. MC Armstrong, or I can't. It's Armstrong somehow. M. Car Strong, I think is what it says there. Anyway, so it's let's see. It brings up that's career suicide as he puts it. But it's another, and I'm not saying that this guy that I'm thinking of, Yuri Berliner, I don't know if he's voting for Donald Trump, but he definitely was a whistleblower who, and I'm not sure what he's doing now, but one could argue that he committed career suicide, at least with NPR, when he wrote this very detailed essay about how NPR has just gone way to the left, just way to the left. I know it looks like I'm going to the right there, it's to the left. And here's something that I picked out from his essay, and I covered this in a video. It says, with declining ratings, sorry levels of trust, and an audience that has become less diverse over time, the trajectory for NPR is not promising. Two paths seem clear. We can keep doing what we're doing, hoping it will all work out. Or we could start over with the basic building blocks of journalism. Sound familiar? Yeah. Sounds like what I talk about in my book, Saving the Beast. I talk about that, about the tenets of true journalism. And that, either mainstream media is going to have to start over again, or they're just going to have to make way for independent and citizen journalists, because they seem to be on the rise. But back to this, we could face up to where we've gone wrong. See, that's what I'm talking about. Apologizing and then putting that into action. News organizations don't go in for that kind of reckoning. And that is the third and final section of my book. It's called Reckoning. But there's a good reason for, and it's like the guy was reading my mind or something. It's amazing. No, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. But there's a good reason for NPR to be the first. We're the ones with the word public in our name. National Public Radio. Right. Exactly. So, and here's Yuri Berliner. This is he published it on the Free Press. Like I said, it's a long essay, but it's a good read. There he is. relaxing on the wooded path. Looks like he might be on a bridge or something. But yeah, NPR said, well, we're going to suspend you for a week because you wrote this essay and you didn't get permission to do it, because it's outside of your regular work. And I think he saw the writing on the wall. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to leave. Luckily, the guy had a number of years in, so hopefully he had a good retirement, and maybe he landed on his feet somewhere else. There he is again, Yuri Berliner. So, yeah, and this is another thing that I talk about in my book. There it is again, if you missed it the first time, Saving the Beast, is we need more of these kinds of guys. More Yuri Berliners, more MC Armstrongs, whistleblowers, I call them. I mean, not that that's any, of course we're all familiar with the term whistleblowers, but we need more people coming forward and, putting it all on the line and saying, hey, there is something terribly wrong here. Decades of deception by the mainstream media, and it needs to be turned around. So we need more people like these guys, and these guys in particular deserve our support. So hopefully they do continue to get work, because of the tremendous sacrifice that they're making by coming forward, and saying what needs to be said, and having the courage to say it. So there you go. MC Armstrong is the latest guy. There he is again, MC Armstrong, the latest guy to come forward and, as he put it there, commit career suicide. I truly hope that's not the case for him. I truly hope he continues to put out great work like he has so far, and I think he will. His one book, I'll just mention it. He's the author of The Mysteries of Haditha, published in 2020 by Potomac Books. Brooklyn Rail called The Mysteries of Haditha one of the best books of 2020. And it was nominated for Best Memoir at the 2021 American Book Festival. Nice. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment right there. So, man, I wish him all the best. And I'll do anything I can to help him out, honestly. So, there we go. Let me know your thoughts on all that, and I will talk to you later.